Hello, thanks for joining us. All this week on Arts 24, we're meeting the artists rewriting Rwanda's future, 30 years since the genocide against the Tutsis. On today's show. We head into Rwanda's breathtaking countryside to discover a unique artist's residence created by cultural changemaker Cedric Mizero. And we meet a champion of Rwanda's female artist, Kakizi Jemima, whose exhibitions explore taboo social issues such as teen pregnancy, gender-based violence and mental health. We're starting more than 3 hours' drive from Rwanda's capital, Kigali, at an idyllic artist's residence. It was created by a man called a cultural changemaker in his country. Cedric Mizero's projects put the lives of rural Rwandans in the spotlight. He's also a fashion designer and created the costumes for the film Neptune Frost, which premiered in Cannes 3 years ago. Cedric took us on a trek through a eucalyptus forest for an immersive open-air theatre experience in which 150 artists take part. We're deep in the Rwandan countryside, about 3 hours' drive from the capital, Kigali, to take part in an immersive theatre experience.
I grew up in a rural area, which is what inspires everything, the stories, the originality of things and the sound and everything. Being from a farmer family, I cannot go far from that.
A cultural changemaker in Rwanda. Self-taught artist Cedric Mizero has been creating fashion, art, film and now theatre for the past 10 years. His artistic mission is to draw attention to the often invisible people of the rural areas of his country, like the village where he grew up.
7, 8 years ago, it was at the moment that I thought people in the village are not being seen. I wanted them to be seen, and I used fashion or the art form to express and to talk about their names, to talk about what they love. I was not being their voice so much. It was they have a voice for themselves, and they are there. We see them. They're the one who feed us.
In the middle of this sort of utopia is where Cedric Mizero has built this artist's residence. With a group of around 150 artists from both the local villages and further afield, working towards a new immersive theatre creation.
It's the performance that talks about light and the void and the silence, but also putting music in it, putting celebration in it, putting colors in it.
Let's do it clean, sharp.
In this theatre piece, the artist recounts the story of the death of a local child. These small huts represent the link to those in the afterlife.
So it's a collaboration with all of us, singers, dancers, painters. It's going to be one painting that I'll be just directing and collaborating with them. Yeah.
A trek through the eucalyptus forest, coming across singers, dancers and art galleries as we go.
They live also in a very performative way. They're in love with the beauty. They have all this art in their lives. This piece talks about death a bit. It's called Protection. So this piece is going to be part of the installation. I just wanted also the colors to correspond with the live performance.
Cedric Mizero is the leader of a new generation of artists born after the genocide against the Tutsis 30 years ago. He sees his work as a sort of reflection of their hopes and dreams for a different future for the country and its people.
The history of the genocide against Tutsi, it became a birthmark we cannot erase. It shaped a lot of understanding. That's why light is important when I talk about everything I'm talking about light, because we're the generation that accepted to open our hearts and let the light in, and the art express that. Also the idea of forgiveness and togetherness, that's what makes us dream.
I'm in a state where I'm trying to experience birth and death at the same time. It's a very special performance. Many Rwandan artists are taking part, and they are friends of mine. The idea of the show really spoke to me.
In the world of being, through highs and lows, like waves in the sea.
To be here surrounded by nature, listening to the sounds of trees.
This immersive theatre experience ends with songs that take us to a higher, more spiritual place. A dancer recreates the moves of the ancient warriors. These young people use art to show what being Rwandan means in today's world. Creating is an act of resilience that they want to share with everyone. Next to someone else embracing art to create social change in Rwanda, Kakizi Jemima uses it to talk about taboo issues and educate young people. She explores women's empowerment, teen pregnancy, gender-based violence and mental health through her work and the work of other female artists. Noticing a lack of visibility for women in the arts scene, she co-founded the Rwanda Women's Arts Collective in 2020 and the Impundo Arts Centre in 2022. We went to meet her in an art space in Kigali called the Nayo Art Centre.
My name is Kakizi Jemima. I am a visual artist and a curator from Kigali. As an artist, I like to work on subjects that are taboo, to start conversations that can bring a change in my community. I use recyclable materials to create artworks, and I also use paint. As a curator, I curate exhibitions for women artists. It was like a solution to the problem that I was facing as a woman artist. I did not have enough visibility, and I would miss out a lot of opportunities. And now I am happy that at least I have started to see to harvest, you know. We have a growing number of women artists, which I'm very proud of. And women artists in Rwanda have been, featured in different projects. We've been getting opportunities to exhibit in different countries. What I think could be done for women in the visual arts in Rwanda to be able to live from their arts is to be given platform to showcase their work. We need art schools in Rwanda, which can benefit both male and female artists. And also, there's a lot of opportunities on the internet. Now that the world has become a village, it's really good. But you need to be competent enough to be able to be selected. So they need to be equipped with soft and technical skills. Art is powerful. It can be used to educate. It can be used to heal. It can be used for critical thinking. If people understand its value, it will find its place.
And Kakizi Jemima is the curator of a group exhibition of Rwandan women artists called Femmes at the Brulhart Gallery in Geneva in April. And we're going to leave you with an up-and-coming Rwandan artist called Impankanisi. who's just released a new song called Ngabe. Now, you saw him in Cedric Mizero's theatre piece at the end of our first report. All of our shows this week showcasing Rwandan artists are online at france24.com. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.